What's happening, guys? So, on today's agenda, let's get the paint booth moved into the garage. Because we're almost halfway through October. It's going to be time to start building here pretty soon. Ow, that was a chunk of paint under my nail. Now I got completely distracted by what I was talking about. And I got a garage door that won't move. There it goes. Yeah, we're halfway through October. So it's going to be time to start building here pretty soon. But the first thing I got to do, I don't know what is wrong with that door, but it's going to fall one of these days. First thing I got to do is clean this out again. And I do say the words again because I cleaned it once. And it's got awful nasty from all the building all summer. So I'm thinking back here somewhere. I'm hoping it'll fit right there. That would be really handy, but I'm betting that's going to be too narrow. Because it'd be real nice to put it there and then just run my vent out the vent. I don't know. The other option is actually inside that room, but the lighting in there is pretty poor. And it's not exactly sealed off because the wall is partially rotted away at the bottom from dirt being up against it at one point. Maybe just do that. Strip the wall out and put plywood up. It's on the to-do list. Just hasn't been a real high priority. Then I also got doors and crap from the house in here, so I don't think I want to put it in here. I think I want to keep it out here. Either way, I'll figure it out. First things first, gotta wheel out the tables, get the iPad going. We got football going on over in London. Oh, it's gonna be a good day.
Prime members get holiday deals before anyone else.
It's interesting. Anyways, got the whole place swept out. It's amazing how much nicer it is to be in a clean area than dirty, gross, disgusting, to say a few things. What's bad is I was the last one to clean this in May when I moved all the crap in. Okay, so it's not gonna fit. I can already tell. I really want it to fit there. It's not going to. So I got two options. One, I either space it out to keep it against this wall and still run my vent fan up to the vent. That would be ideal. Or I can put it on this wall somehow. It's gonna box it in and make it dark back here. I don't like that idea at all. Or option 3 is rip down that wall, and I don't want to do that. Like, at all. So I think what I'm going to do is figure out just how to put it here. Either put it long ways sticking out towards me or sticking out towards the front. Vent there. I'm going to re-clean this bench because I'm thinking what I'm going to do is use this bench. Now that won't work because I can't. Yeah, maybe. So the way I always painted in the other garage, I use this bench to kind of lay everything out on, using all my different 2x4s and pieces of plywood and handy holders or helpers or whatever the hell they're called to kind of hold everything. I'd take it piece by piece into the paint booth, and then I had a nice shelving unit that I would set it on with the heat on it to kind of bake it dry. So that way I didn't have to worry about humidity and stuff like that affecting it. My problem here, as you can see, uninsulated walls, and this is a north wall. So this is going to have a lot of wind on it in the winter. That's going to want to fight that cold. Not a fan of that. No, I'm just kind of running into a lot of frustrating stuff. I don't know. I'm going to go get the paint booth, figure out how to do it. But either way, what I was originally saying is this is what I kind of used to kind of stage everything on. I don't particularly want to do that because I want to keep this open for building. That needs something done with it, so then I have 2 tables. But until I figure that out, I'm going to leave it like it is. I don't know. I'm going to go get the paint booth and the table, drag them over here, and go from there. I'm not thrilled, but I think it's going to be the way it has to be. Because if I put that over here, it's stuck out like clear over here. I mean, it is wide. So, if I put it there, run my vent hose over and out, which I'm going to need a lot longer vent, because that's all I got. Because that's all that came with it. Change out that guy for a LED light that's a lot brighter. Get a shelf for this wall. For a drying rack, essentially. I think I can make that work. Just cleaning off all that paint that came out of there. I was cleaning off the table a little bit. Like this is a couple years of paint residue. It's gnarly. But yeah, set up enough I could paint if I needed to. Got the table, the fan, got filters in the other garage. I put the same type of filter you'd put on a furnace in front of that just to catch all the true paint particles, because I know that's not a great setup having just a fart fan out of a bathroom set up that way, but it works for now. So I put a filter in front of it to catch the actual paint, so that way all that's moving is the air. Again, paint is flammable, guys, so you gotta be careful. At least most paint, I believe, is flammable. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm gonna stop talking about stuff I don't know about. Either way, so there's the plug for it. I'm gonna run a short extension cord and a power strip over to here. Just mount a power strip on this pegboard that's already here, so that way all I gotta do, leave it plugged in, just turn the power strip on and off. Need to go to Home Supply store, get an extension on my hose, get it set up here, nice against that vent. Help if I pointed the camera at the vent, it looked like I was pointing down. But yeah, then I got my heaters, the infrared one there that I always put real close to bake everything on. Got the jet engine over here. That's how I keep the temp up in the winter when I'm painting, so that way I don't have to worry about problems from freezing temps, because there's been times I've done a whole lot of painting while it's snowing outside and the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour. And the paint comes out flawless because I try and bake it on quick. Dealing with plastic, you gotta be careful because that will melt 3D printed parts. I've had some get a little warped from it before. But yeah, I gotta go to Kansas next week, so I'll stop at a Home Depot while I'm in Garden City. Get a nice shelf unit for there, for the drying rack. But yeah, if I needed to paint right now, I'm close enough, I would do it. But I don't need to paint yet. Like I said though, it's middle of October. Build season is just around the corner. That being said, guys, I'm going to go inside, turn on some football. I've got a whole bunch of projects from the spring I'm trying to get cleaned off the workbench. Finally got stuff situated enough in there to get started on all that. So, talk to you guys later.